Hi, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to today's 60-minute powerful flow vinyasa yoga class. All of those words just mean that there's going to be a long, stretchy start, a slightly challenging part in the middle, and then a long and stretchy wind down. So this practice is kind of focused around opening up through the chest and the shoulders with a little bit of love for the neck. But you can also expect just generally a very full body experience. We'll do lots of stuff with the legs, the hips, and your spine. So in terms of props, if you have a small cat who wants to do yoga with you, or if you have a yoga block or two, or maybe if you don't have yoga blocks, grab maybe two different things. One would be a folded up blanket or a sturdy pillow, and something a little sturdier like a shoebox or a board game. We'll be using blocks both to lay on to deepen stretches and to help stabilize your hands against the ground. So if you end up not having any of those things available, it's really not a big deal. You can do this whole practice without them, and I'll let you know what the difference might be if you don't have the props available. The playlist is linked down below if you'd like to follow along. And I'm pressing play right now, and we're going to get started laying down on our backs, also laying on the block in supported broken bridge pose. So put your block or your softer pillow or blankie down, and then you're going to lay down so that your sacrum is supported by the block. So this isn't quite the low back, it's not quite the butt, it's somewhere kind of in the middle where you can let your whole pelvis and hips relax and feel steady. And it might feel good to keep your feet parallel, maybe your knees are apart, but if it feels good to bring the knees to touch, you might do that too. And then let your spine lengthen. So you might physically move your shoulders away from your hips, letting the length of your spine start to unravel and stretch. Bring your hands anywhere that feels comforting to you. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or find a soft gaze. Start to invite your body to relax. Not doing anything special, just taking this moment to notice the experience of being you in this moment. Noticing any thoughts running through your mind without latching onto them and following them around, just letting them come and go. Noticing if there are any big emotions present. Again, not trying to fix them or dispel them, but giving them a little more room to be here too. And bring your attention to your breath now, just noticing the way it's naturally going in, around, and out your body. Observe its texture. Notice if it feels like it has a color. And bring awareness to any sensations you feel related to the breath. Maybe it's the tickle of the air on your nostrils. Maybe the feeling of the lungs and the rib cage expanding. Maybe it's the up and down of the belly. Now bringing all these pieces of awareness together, thoughts, emotions, the breath. See if now you might be able to notice where you're holding tension in your body and invite it to relax. Letting the elbows pull heavy towards the ground. Maybe visualizing roots coming out the bottoms of your feet. Letting your hips rest a little heavier on your block. And let's take 3 big breaths together here. Breathing in through the nose, feeling your low belly inflate. Breathing out through the mouth, letting go. Good. Again, like that. Breathing in, filling up the low belly and the rib cage this time, expanding in all directions. And breathing out just as fully. Last one. Breathe in, fill up low belly and rib cage and the space around your heart. Hold it just for a moment. Take one more sip of air and exhale to let it all go. Good. Gently hug your knees up towards your chest. Feeling into the low back here, you might find any movement that feels good. Maybe a little rocking side to side, maybe drawing circles with the knees. You're going to using the edge of your block to feel into where you're feeling a little tight, a little crunchy. Maybe you fall off your block, which is also fine. Now send the right leg long and hug the left knee up and in towards your armpit. This is a big stretch for the front of the right thigh as well as the inner left thigh. So squeezing the left knee towards your armpit and then resist the pull of your arms with your leg to intensify the stretch. And with your long extended right leg, think about reaching the heel far forward and then down towards the earth. It's okay if the heel doesn't touch. You might visualize all of these muscles through the hip and thigh, stretching longer. Take 3 breaths here. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Nice job. No rush. When you're all done, we'll switch out the legs. Hugging the right knee up and in, letting the left leg stretch as long as you can. I can't help it. I just got the visual of Gonzo in Muppet Treasure Island getting stretched. Iconic. An iconic moment. Take 2 more breaths, softening your body, lengthening the front of the left hip. Nice job. When you're all done, bring the left knee in to meet the right. Send both of your feet up towards the sky. Find happy baby. You might bring your little arms to, your strong arms to hook around your knees, or maybe you're grabbing for ankles, maybe you're reaching your feet. Find whatever feels good here. You might be lengthening and then bending each leg. Maybe you're rocking side to side, checking in with the ankles, noticing how the hips feel. No wrong way to do this. Couple more breaths here. Nice job. When you're all done, gently bring your feet back to the earth. Remove the block from underneath you and place the block between your thighs. So you're gently hugging the block with your legs. Feet are still flat on the ground. Bring your hands to rest at your sides. We'll do some bridge pose. Start to warm up through the legs, through the pelvic floor and core. So push your feet into the ground, hug the block. And as you breathe in, lift your hips up. Keep breathing here. We're holding for a couple breaths, hugging the block, pushing the feet down, engaging hamstring and glute strength to hold you steady here. And now notice if your rib cage is really splayed up and open because you're reaching the hips up. Maybe you lower just a bit. Think about bringing your ribs in to meet your belt buckle, your imaginary belt buckle. Good. Take a breath in, reach the arms up and back overhead. And as you exhale, lower everything down to the earth, arms and legs. Let's match breath to movement. Now breathe in, lift the hips, lift the arms up and back. Exhale, lower, moving slowly and mindfully. Inhale, bridge pose. Exhale, lower. Do 3 more on your own. Move slowly. Lean into the burning, the warming sensation through the legs. keeping your arms active, fingertips nice and long. Nice job. When you finish up your third one, you can release the block from between your thighs, hug your knees in towards your chest, give your back a moment to reset, feel your spine nice and long on the earth. And we'll meet in a tabletop position next. If you like to rock and roll the length of your spine a couple times, you can do that, or just press yourself up onto all fours. We'll meet in tabletop in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Tabletop is where we meet. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees. Spread your fingertips wide and angle your hands out just a bit so that your index finger points straight forward. And before we start to engage into cat and cow here, tighten up your core a little bit, hugging your belly button up and in. Think about pressing each of your fingertips down into the mat. And imagine the front body is hugging the back body. Push your toenails into the ground as you breathe in, drop your belly, lift your chin, breathe here, find a little movement. Energetically drag your palms back towards your knees. Notice any shifts in sensation through the throat or through the low back. One more breath in. As you breathe out, find cat pose, arching your spine like a Halloween cat, tucking the chin to chest. Find some movement here. Launching the heart up through the spine. And now we'll flow matching breath to movement. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep this going on your own. Move with your breath. Follow your body's lead, adding on, staying a little longer, doing whatever feels good. Nice job. Take 2 more full, slow rounds of cat and cow. Nice job. When you're all done, touch your toes together, let your knees go wide, sink back into child's pose. Fingertips crawl forward, forehead rests on the mat. Engage deep belly breaths here, filling your belly with each inhale. And sensing it relaxing with each exhale. Crawl your fingertips over towards the right, finding a big stretch through the left side body, left lat. You might find a little push and pull of each hand against the ground if you want a little more intensity in this stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more like that. Good. Gently return to center. Crawl your fingertips off towards the left side this time. Big stretch for the right lats, right armpit, right side body. 2 full rounds of breath. Return to center. For a little shoulder opening, we'll make a shark fin with our hands. So clap your fingertips together, lift your fingers up towards the sky. And as it feels good, walk your elbows forward, a little further away from your legs. And then gently push the elbows down into your mat and drag them back towards you, opening up through your triceps, through your upper back. Breathe here. Good. Option to return to child's pose if this is a little much on the shoulders. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Feeling the ground beneath you, supporting you, letting the body relax as it's ready. Good. When you're ready, press yourself up into tabletop position again. And send the left toes straight back. Find a little rock forward and backward, stretching through the left calf, left Achilles. Still breathing. Good, and now we'll start to engage the core through some bird dog. Send your right fingertips forward and lift the left leg up in line with the rest of your body. So you can stay just like this. We'll add on a little bit through movement, but for now, let's all tighten up our posture here. Flex your left toes back towards your shin, and imagine you could like donkey kick the wall behind you with your strong left heel. Good. Engage your glutes. Think about lifting your hamstring and your left inner thigh up towards the sky. Reach the right fingertips forward, but hug the shoulder down into its socket, lengthening through the fingertips. Breathe in and lengthen 1 centimeter more. As you exhale, elbow to knee underneath you, finding cat pose in your back, little crunch. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, moving slowly like you're moving through molasses. Breathe in. Breathe out. We've got 2 more. You got it. Inhale, lengthen and expand. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Breathe in. And breathe out, elbow to knee. And then release to tabletop. Nice job. Send the right leg back long here. Just pumping into the calf. Saying what's up to this crunchy Achilles. Getting the blood flowing. And we'll find bird dogs on this side too. Draw the left fingertips forward and up. Lift the right leg up. And before we start moving, it's important to have a strong foundation. You can also stay in this shape, working on stability and strength and stillness. Flex the right toes back, kick through the right heel. Spiral the right inner thigh up towards the sky. That's more of an energetic movement than like really yanking your leg, but notice the way that changes the engagement through your inner leg line. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, engaging through the core. Good, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, nice job. 3 more, breathe in. Breathe out, good. Keep the right hand spread wide and pushing down, breathe in. Breathe out, we've got 1 more, make it your best one. Inhale. And exhale, elbow to knee, crunch, 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 and release. Good, tuck your toes underneath you. Walk your hands forward about a handprint. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. You have a little routine you like to do here. You can find it now. For anyone who's ever told you that down dog is a resting pose, they're crazy, they're wrong. Takes a lot of upper body strength, a lot of stability through the core. So if you find that today you're struggling with it, you can drop down to your knees anytime. It is not a resting pose, but it is our home base pose throughout class today. Tabletop is always an option, especially if your wrists need a break. You can take some pressure off the wrists here by spreading the fingertips wide, rotating the hands out so your index finger points forward. And then like you were trying to palm a basketball, clawing at the mat with each of your fingertips, pushing your hands down. Good. Think about rotating your biceps in towards your face. Notice the way that spreads your shoulder blades broad across your back. Take a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Let your jaw relax. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. You can bend your knees really generously. You can keep them as wide as feels good. Let your whole spine hang long here. If you think you're relaxing your neck and your shoulders, relax them even more. And this is your choice here. You might find some twists. Maybe you're looking for a chest expansion and releasing the hands, sending them up to the sky. For a little encouragement, decompressing the spine here, you might bring your arms to wrap around your skull and gently tug it down towards the ground. You have 3 more breaths. Manifesting space across your low back, through your hamstrings. Good. Release your fingertips back down towards the earth. Bend your knees super generously. Bring your hands to your hip creases and lift yourself up to stand. Nice job. All right, when you make it up to the top of the mat, we'll do a little bit of neck stretching first. So find a comfortable hip width plus the distance for your legs. Clasp your hands behind you and send your fists down towards the floor. So you're kind of popping up your chest. If that's uncomfortable, you can just keep the hands together behind you. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and breathe. Clasping the hands together helps us think about sending the shoulder blades back in space, which opens up across the pecs and the neck. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest. Think about lifting through this back of your head where your ponytail might be. Stretching through the back, keeping the fingers interlaced, chest popped up if it feels good. One more breath in. And a breath out gently. Relax your shoulders, lift your head up, and we'll find that same thing on the other side. So engage through the shoulders, and the way that feels good to you, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Breathe. Notice if this side feels different. Maybe it's a little stickier. Think about lifting the right ear up towards the ceiling. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, roll your chin down, stretching through the back of your neck. And find a little movement here between those three shapes we've just found. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, and left ear to left shoulder. Just a little movement here. Still breathing. Nice job. One more round of breath. Beautiful. Relax your hands. Let your head come back to center. Maybe just give your body a wiggle for good measure. Official yoga. All right. And find a comfortable standing position at the top of your mat. Feet might be touching. Comfortable hips width distance apart. Spread your toes wide enough that you can sense into the full surface area of the bottom of your feet. Maybe shift a little weight forward and backward on the creakiest part of your floor. Until you find somewhere that feels like equal pressure across both feet, then draw energy up through the legs, engaging the quads, firming your glutes. From the stability in the legs, can you lengthen up through your torso, lifting out of the hips as you breathe in, reach your fingertips up high, mountain pose. Exhale, little back bend, squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward. More than a back bend, I want you to think about goal posting the arms and opening up across the front of your chest. So we're here for a couple of breaths. Stay lifted through the heart. Squeezing the glutes helps protect the low back. Pinch your shoulder blades together at the lowest point. Imagine you're holding a quarter there. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. Beautiful job. Inhale, mountain, reach up, neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your knees, bow down. Inhale, lift halfway and pause. Slide your palms up your shins, maybe to your thighs. Think about lengthening your spine. Tuck your chin down gently to lengthen the back of your neck. And now hover your hands off your legs. Can you keep your spine long and strong? That's the engagement we're looking for. One more breath in here. Exhale, high plank and pause. Plant your palms, step your feet back. One long line of energy from your heels out through the top of your head. And pro tip, use the strength of the whole body to hold yourself here. Your arms do not have to do all the work. Invitation to lower to your knees anytime you need to recharge. But while you're up, engage your legs, engage your glutes. Think about hugging your belt buckle up to your belly button. Push your fingertips into the mat. Hug your thumbs towards each other to fire up your pecs. Take a big breath in. Think, I'm strong. And as you exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Invitation to drop to your knees first. Push your toenails into the mat. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Peel your heart up. Keep breathing here. Roll your shoulder heads back behind you, pinching that quarter together between your shoulder blades. You might push weight into your hands and drag them back towards your hips, or you can play around with doing no weight in one hand or both. Both of these options are totally valid. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop or high plank, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. We're gonna flow through that standing sequence twice now, matching breath to movements. Take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, push your feet down. Exhale, back bend, lift your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold with soft knees. Beautiful. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and lower to your belly, your way, just with control. Inhale, Cobra pose, lift your chest up and forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain, nice job. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly, moving mindfully. Inhale, Cobra, pinch your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. We'll move on now to our sun salutation B. Start to warm up some larger muscle groups, get the blood pumping a bit. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, grab for your block. Inhale, chair pose with this block between your thighs. I've been really into this lately because it feels better on the knees. So you're hugging the block. Feet are however far apart they are. Think about sinking your hips further back in space rather than down. I mean back and down, but like we're focusing on back. Good. Think about hugging your belly button up and in and supporting through your low back. Think about sending your tailbone down towards the ground just a little. Good. Fingertips can be reaching up and forward like you're holding a big beach ball, or hands at your heart. Tap into more hamstring and glute strength here than just using your knees and your quads. Amazing. Keep the powerful breath going. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, find snow angel arms, sending your shoulder blades to touch behind you, lifting up through the heart. This is just like what we were doing in the back bend from mountain pose. Inhale, chair, arms come forward. Exhale, back bend, snow angel arms. I should have thought about what to call this. We're doing one more. Inhale, lift forward, sink lower. You got it. Exhale, pinch your shoulder blades, lift your heart. So good. Inhale, chair pose. You got it. Sink as low as you can. Exhale, fold forward, release the block. Awesome job. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly. Make your way there. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, kick the right leg up high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up your hip. Maybe let it dangle here. Maybe you're finding circles for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg high, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, low lunge, bring the right leg forward. It's okay if you take a few steps to get there. Good, feet are on parallel tracks. As you breathe in, high crescent lunge, reach the arms forward and up. Good, keep breathing here. Let's set up, we're gonna do those snow angel arms again from here. So let's set up a strong foundation in the legs. Strong lunge in the front knee, knee stacks over ankle-ish. Step up the back leg as much as you need to. Think about driving your left hip, your back hip forward while the right hip pulls back. Hip points flash forward like headlights. And now hug your feet towards each other like you could scrunch up your mat beneath you. You can stay just like this, building power through the legs. If you want to add on the arms, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, lift your heart up, pinch your shoulder blades together. Good, inhale, reach the arms up, legs stay. Exhale, pinch and lift the heart, amazing. Last one, you got it, inhale, reach. Exhale, pinch your shoulder blades, lift the heart, yes. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Keep breathing. You can bend and straighten into the front leg if you need to. Align your front heel with your back heel, back arch. Left toes, back toes might point in a little bit for comfort in the hips. Send your fingertips out long. Wiggle your fingers, feel that aliveness moving through your body. And drag your left hand's fingertips back. So you're bringing your torso more over the hips, good. Stretch both arms long, hugging the heels together underneath you like you could scrunch up your mat. Breathe in here and breathe out. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach the right arm up, maybe back. Left arm can rest down your legs. Stay committed to this lunge in the front knee. I know your leg's shaking. I know it burns. You got this. Good. You're reaching, stretching out of the right hip. Take one more breath in, soften the face. Exhale, extended side angle, reaching forward and down. Left arm sweeps up. Good. You can rest the right arm on your thigh for a little more support. Think about spiraling your chest up towards the ceiling, finding a twist through the rib cage. And notice if all your weight is dumped into this right leg. Can you engage through your back pinky toe all the way up this leg for more stability? Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg, reaching up and back once more. This time, mercifully not still lunging. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, all toes point in the same direction and swoop your arm down, wide leg forward fold. Got a couple breaths here. You might turn toes slightly in, heels out. The wider your legs are, the less intense this stretch will be. Find what you need for two more breaths. Good. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lunge towards your right foot, Good. Inhale, high plank, step the right foot back. Exhale, lower your way to the ground. Inhale, Cobra pose, peel your heart up, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's go nice and slow on the left side here. Inhale, kick the left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip, push equally through both hands here. So clawing at the mat for stability. You're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, sweep the left leg through. Take as many steps as you need. Adjust your feet so they're on parallel tracks. Inhale, reach your arms forward, up and back. High crescent lunge. Good, same thing here. It's worth the time to get set up strong so that you have a stable foundation. Scooch the left leg up as much as you need to. Super long stances are overrated. Maybe you bring a little bend to the back knee so it's more comfortable in your hips. Strong lunge in the front knee. This time, instead of thinking about scrunching your mat up, can you think about tearing it apart underneath you? Both of these are completely fine. Just fun to play with muscle engagement. All right, reach your fingertips up high. You might stay just like this. If you want to add on the arms, squeeze your right glute for support. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lift your chest. Snow angel your arms down. Good. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades. One more, nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Inhale, high crescent, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Good, bending into the left knee as much as you need to here. Setting yourself up to be successful in this strong posture for the next couple breaths, next many breaths. Good. Strong lunges in this left knee. You might think about externally rotating this front thigh. So sending this inseam up and back behind you. Notice how that changes the way this shape feels through the knees. Pin the pinky edge of your back foot down for stability. Send your fingertips so long and strong. If I was reaching through the screen trying to knock your arms down, I would not be able to. Take a big breath in. And a breath out, relax something in your face. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the lunge, stretching up, maybe back. Still breathing. Powerful breath supports a powerful posture, so bring it like more dramatically. It feels silly, but it really helps. Breathe in here. Breathe out, extended side angle. Left arm comes towards the thigh, right arm reaches up. If you're resting your arm on your thigh here, use the strength of arm against leg to twist yourself open. Engage through the right glute, whole right leg. Breathe in here, think expansion. Breathe out, think softening. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reverse triangle. Having your Britney Spears moment, reaching up and maybe back. Think about pointing the big toe down into the mat to lengthen the stretch. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, left toes face forward. Swoop yourself down, wide leg forward fold. Hanging out here for about 4 breaths. Sticking with stillness, finding movement. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine. Exhale, low lunge towards the left foot, Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, lower down to your belly as slow as you can. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We will flow through once, matching breath to movement. If it's faster than you were expecting or faster than you feel like going today, feel free to skip parts. Take longer in certain shapes. Everything I say is just a suggestion. Take a big breath in and an open mouth exhale. Here we go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Grab your block. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the hips down. Exhale, pinch the shoulder blades together. Lift your heart. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, lift your chest. So good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, snow angel down. So strong. Inhale, reach high. Sink as low and back as you can. Exhale, fold. Let the block go. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, high plank to your belly. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step as many as it takes. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach up. Stay or exhale, snow angel. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, snow angel down, pinching the shoulder blades. Great job. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, lift the heart. Amazing. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, wide leg forward fold all the way down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge towards the right leg. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side, you got it. Stick with it. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Strong foundation. Inhale, crescent lunge. Stay or exhale, snow angel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, snow angel, lifting the heart. Last one, inhale. And exhale, you got it. So good. Inhale, crescent, reach high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep the back leg strong. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, toes forward all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge towards the left leg. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Good. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Lower to your knees. Come all the way down onto your belly for crocodile pose. A little bit of rest and recovery here. Little diaphragmatic breathing. Feet are as wide as feels good. Stack your hands on top of each other, elbows out wide. Rest your head, your forehead on your hands. You don't have to rest your hand on your forehead on your hands, but sometimes it creates enough space so that your nose isn't smushed against the ground. So whatever's comfy for you. And to engage these belly breaths, this diaphragmatic breathing, think about breathing down into your belly, feeling the belly push against the ground, trying to inflate. And then as you release, notice the body softening down towards the ground. Good. Keep breathing like this, breathing in down into the belly. Breathing out, consciously relaxing, noticing where you're gripping, where you're holding. Keep going like this on your own. Observe the sensation of your heart beating against the mat. Observe the power of your breath to calm your heart rate, to slow you down and bring you back into this moment. How could you make this shape even more passive? How much less effort could you give this? Maybe you can relax through the jaw more. Maybe you're holding around the throat. Maybe the arms could be even heavier. You can stay just like this, continuing to breathe and calm your heart rate. If you want a shoulder stretch, some shoulder pigeon, send your right arm out, either straight out or maybe at an angle. You'll find what's best for you. And you're rolling gently onto that shoulder, opening up across the front of your right pec. And maybe you, here we go, now you can see me. Maybe you take the left leg back. Maybe you stay like this, whatever feels like a good stretch through the right shoulder for you. Breathing deeply. Good. Roll back to center. We'll take that on the other side. Left arm out at the angle that feels right to you. Rolling onto the left shoulder. Being gentle. Being curious about how it feels, not having any expectation about the way this posture ends or finishes. Good. Return to center when you're ready, and then gently make your way to downward facing dog. We've got a little bit of balancing And then some deeper hip stretching. So we are starting to wind down here. Pedaling out through the legs, maybe taking a moment to notice how this down dog feels different than the first one we found in class. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk up towards your hands. I should have told you before, make sure your blocks are on either side of your mat, one on each side. We'll use them in a moment. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose, stretch up high. Exhale, hands to heart. Lift up the left leg, find one leg mountain. So flexing the left toes back, thigh is parallel to the earth. Roots are growing down through the right leg. Arms might be up or at your heart. You can stay just like this, working on balance, coming back to the shape as many times as you need to. If you want to move on, eagle pose, cross the left leg over the right. Left elbow comes under the right, weaving palms to touch, finding a big bear hug. If you're fully in eagle, squeeze your legs together, sink your hips back like chair pose. Lift your elbows up in line with your nose and then send your fingertips away from your face. Keep breathing, breathe up and down this long column of your spine. One more round of breath. So good. Gently unwind, come stand on both feet. And on this same side, we'll go into dancer's pose next. So right foot is still pressing down. Kick the left heel towards your glute. Grab for the inside edge of your foot, inner arch, so the eye of your elbow is pointing out. And you can stay like this, maybe enjoying a quad stretch, kind of kicking this knee down and back into your foot. For dancer's pose, reach the right arm up. Breathe in, lengthen. And as you exhale, think about kicking your leg, your foot into your hand and reaching your arm up. So rather than catapulting towards this like very flat way, you're thinking about creating a wine glass shape through your foot and your hands. Keep breathing. If you fall out, just get right back into it. Big back bend, and you're balancing, and you're opening your chest. One more breath in, you got it. And as you exhale, return to center with as much control as you can. Let that side go. All right, let's do those two on the other side. So growing roots through the left foot this time, lifting the right leg up into one leg mountain. Totally cool if you stay here, even if you didn't on the other side. Get your bearings, feel stable and strong on one leg. Breathe in, stay, or as you exhale, right leg crosses over the left, right arm swoops under the left arm. Find your eagle arms. While you're thinking about lifting the elbows and sending the hands away from your face, think about leaning your shoulders back like there was a wall right behind you. As long and tall of a spine as you can. Embrace the wobbling, part of the balancing. One more full round of breath, relax your face. Good, and gently unwind. Let that go. Try dancer's pose on the other side. Kick the right foot towards your glute, catch it with your right hand. You're holding the inner arch of your foot, the one by your big toe. Eye of your elbow points outwards. Again, you can stay just like this, kicking into the hand. If you're finding a quad stretch, you don't have to have that grip. For dancer's pose, reach the left arm up. You might stay like this, or as you exhale, lift the chest, kick your foot into your hand. Trying to reach as high as you can while kicking your foot as strongly behind you as you're able. Stay connected to your breath, to the strength of your core. You have one more full round of breath. You're doing amazing. Good. Gently return to center and then release. Beautiful. All right, tree pose, and then we will stretch it out. So as you breathe in, reach both arms up high. As you exhale, hands to heart. Plant the right foot into the ground. Oh, we just did that. Plant the left foot into the ground. We just did that one. Doesn't matter. Plant one foot on the ground. Bring your other leg up. Maybe you're kick standing it on the ground. Maybe hanging out at the calf. Avoid the knee to protect it. Maybe leg is all the way up in the thigh. Doesn't have to be. That doesn't need to happen. Think about sending your knee back in space to open up your hip. And find an expression of branches today that feels like you. Maybe that's little baby branches. Maybe it's something really expansive and fluid. Take 5 breaths, wherever you are. Keep growing tall out of the stability of the right foot. Good, breathe in. And as you exhale, draw your hands to your heart and release the foot down. All right, let that side go. Go to whichever side you didn't just do. And start to gently set up into your tree pose, choosing a different expression on this side if that's what feels right. Then I encourage you to be a little playful about the way the branches grow or don't. And think about lifting up through your heart like a string was attached to your sternum. If this side is a little tougher for you, you find that you're wobbling around, work with that, not against it. Keep the breath going. 2 more full rounds. Nice job. Breathe in. And as you exhale, hands to heart center, release that. Give your legs the old wiggle waggle. All right. And then find a standing position at the top of your mat. Breathe in, mountain pose. Breathe out, back bend. Inhale, reach high, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, tabletop. Come down onto all fours. Step the left foot forward so you're in a short little lunge here. This is a lot for the back of the right knee. Put your blanket underneath it, or you can double fold your mat for more cushion. Walk your hands up your left thigh. You're in a tight little standing lunge here. Don't keep this too deep. Put your left ankle right under your left knee and then ground down through both of your feet, pushing your toenails into the ground, pushing the left foot down, hugging your feet towards each other. And from this stability, reach the right hand up, breathe in. Squeeze the right glute, gently bend towards your left as you breathe out. Stretching through the front of the right thigh. Strong through the legs. This is an active stretch. Could you relax your shoulder? And return to center. And now you're welcome to use your blocks and explore between, you might move the left foot forward a little. You can move between a deeper lunge as it feels good and half splits, which is straightening this left leg any amount, sending the hips back any amount. Knee can still be really bent. Feels really nice on the back of the hamstrings and the low back. So this is, you have 5 breaths here. That is quite a while just to play. Finding release wherever you need it. Two more rounds. Nice job. When you're all done, we'll meet back in a tabletop position and find that on the other side. So right foot steps forward this time, knee over ankle, walk your hands up the right leg. Check that your ankle is underneath your knee, that you're not more extended yet. Ground through both feet, activating through both legs, scrunching the mat up beneath you. Firm your left glute. Breathe in, reach your left fingertips to the sky. And breathe out, little bend to the right, as much as feels good. Staying active through your whole lower body. Exploring the stretch on this side. Maybe you come out of it for a moment, go back in. 2 more breaths. Return to center. Hands come down towards your blocks or towards the floor. You might wiggle the right foot forward, and now this is your time to explore between like a lizard lunge and half splits. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Good. When you're all done, we'll meet in a tabletop position and then come to sit flat on your butt with your legs long out in front of you. We'll do a big low back and hamstring release and then wrap it up on the floor. Flex your toes back towards your shins. Wiggle any flesh out from underneath you so you can feel connected to the ground, sending the hips back as you breathe and reach up. As you exhale, leading with your heart, send your chest forward, hands rest wherever feels good. If you want to keep the knees on the straighter side, you might tuck your chin to your chest and rock side to side. Or you can bend your knees so much you can give yourself a big hug. Rest your forehead down, release the low back. Gently unwind, return to a tall seat, and then make your way flat onto your back, nice and easy. Let the left leg go long, hug your right leg up and into your chest, breathe in and squeeze. As you exhale, twist, bringing the right leg across your body, adjusting your hips so they're stacked on top of each other, and then opening your arms out to a T. Think about anchoring both shoulders towards the ground. If the right leg is popped way up, maybe you grab for your block, place it underneath so you can relax through the right leg. Take 4 breaths down into your belly button here. Gently bring the right leg back in, give it a squeeze, and then trade it out for the left leg. The left leg hugs in, right leg is long. Breathe in, hug the left knee. And as you exhale, twist the other way, guiding the left knee across your body, using the block, if that's helpful. Thinking about resting the back of your heart space on the earth, letting it be supported by the ground. Send your 4 breaths here to wherever you sense you're still holding or gripping. See if the breath might invite a sense of release. Hug the left knee back into your chest. Bring the right knee up to meet it. Find happy baby pose. Grabbing for whatever feels best through the feet. Noticing the entire length of your spine compressed against the ground. This is our last shape as we prepare to rest, so find whatever you need here. Good. And for our final shape, you can rest in whatever way feels best to you, but I offer you legs up the wall. So if there's a wall or a chair or a table or literally anything you can put your feet up against, find that now. If you don't have one, you can use your block, putting it underneath your sacrum, just like we started. Sending the legs up. There will be a place where you won't have to work to keep your legs up. Let your spine stretch as long as you can. Notice the feeling of weightlessness through the legs. Take a big breath in, filling the body with air. And a big breath out, relaxing. Soften the space between your eyebrows. And around the sockets of your eyes. Relax your jaw and your tongue all the way down to the root of your tongue. Sense the weight of your shoulders, feeling them from the inside out. And trace the length of both arms all the way through each fingertip, just noticing the aliveness there. Draw your attention to your heart space, noticing any warmth or tingling or coolness. And see if you might be able to play with sending that sensation, whatever it is, around your body. An invitation to bring the legs back down to earth anytime. I'll give you a few moments to rest in silence, just breathing with the whole body. I'll wake you up when it's time. If this feels good to you, I invite you to stay as long as you can. But if you're ready to be guided out, start to deepen your breath and wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing life back to your wrists and your ankles until you find yourself in a big full body stretch. Just taking a moment before the world crashes back in to appreciate yourself for prioritizing this time to turn inward, to breathe. And noticing any effects of your practice, whether that's physically feeling a little more limber and calm, maybe the mind or your emotions have shifted, maybe not. When you're ready, roll onto your favorite side and press yourself up to a tall seat. We'll wrap up our time together with 3 big breaths. Sit with your heart lifted, your spine nice and long. And as you breathe in, reach your arms up overhead, stretching, lengthening. And as you breathe out, draw your hands to your heart. 2 more like that, breathing in. Breathing out. Beautiful breath. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Draw your thumbs to third eye center, merging heart and mind. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, safe, and free. I bow in gratitude to each of you for sharing this practice. Thank you. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you feel good. One of the requests for class today was to boost morale. So I'll have to let my pupil tell me if I succeeded. I hope their morale is boosted. Keep sending me your requests, things you want to work on, questions you have. I'll see you next week. Thank you again for being here.